Perfect, perfect, perfect. How's it going, everyone? Not a random live stream by any means because it's Wednesday. Typically when we do our live streams, but no heads up for this one. I forgot that it was Wednesday. Um, Trying to do them, every once in a while. Try to get two-ish a month in. But what is up? What is up? Hope everyone's having a good week so far. There we go. What's up, Ashwin? How's it going, man? How's it going, everyone? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, hump day, Wednesday. I think the last time we did a live stream was a couple weeks ago, maybe. So just trying to get two a month going, and Wednesday seems to work with everyone. But sorry, it's a little bit later than normal. We just got done working out for our second workout for the day on day 51, I think, of 75 hard. Well, should be day like 70, 71, 72, but we failed. So what's up, everyone? Solid Wolf, Keelan coming in. Speedster, what's up, man? Second from Hainugan, I believe. What's up? Arham, how's it going, man? Jesse, what's up, man? Abu Bekr, how's it going? How's it going? Jesse, my salesperson at Panama City Toyota, since that is part of this topic of this video. Let me move this a little bit. Mark Barton. He's an older gentleman, kind of quirky and stuff, but he is my salesman at Toyota. I also talk with Dan. Dan is their GM over in sales, basically, but he doesn't sell cars. He's just the GM. So if you ever see him like come to you for like the final negotiation kind of a thing. But yeah, Mark Barton is my salesperson over there. Did you sell your Toyota Tundra? Tyler, where you been, bro? Where you been? No, all good. People get busy and stuff, man. It is all good. I sold the Tundra, man, maybe 3 weeks ago or so. Probably almost a month ago, I sold the Tundra. So if you missed that video, I did a couple last videos for the Tundra. Sold it to a dude here in Florida. He's maybe 4-ish hours away, 5-ish hours away from me. He's loving it. His wife's loving the truck too, so that's perfectly fine. I miss it though, man. I really miss the truck. How's it going, Bobby? What's up, Hala? How's it going? That's Toyota Jeff stuff. But what's up? What's up? Ashwin, how's it going? Look at the sweet TRD Pro behind you. I know, and the letters are all backwards because of the reverse camera and everything. But yeah, trying to keep the vehicles in the garage, man. As you know, this Florida pollen. I washed the 4Runner 2 days ago, washed the Sequoia and the Tacoma yesterday. And the Tacoma, it stays outside right now. Pulled it in to the garage today to get the canvas backliners in it. I loaded all the stuff. If you guys follow me on Instagram, loaded all the stuff into the back of the Tacoma too. The new suspension that's going on it, which is probably not going to be a popular opinion because it is a TRD Pro, but I wanted to try new suspension. So even though this truck is a TRD Pro, I still wanted to like try new suspension for you guys. It's it's budget suspension in the form of its price right now, but it has remote reservoirs and everything too. So it's a equal compromise to getting rid of the TRD Pro suspension. The TRD Pro suspension has been great on the Tacoma. It's very comfortable to drive around town and stuff. But I'm putting wheels, tires, suspension, all the skid plates, the catalytic converter guards from Cali Rays 2, a roof rack from LFD that was supposed to go on the blue Tundra, but we never built the blue Tundra the way that we were supposed to. So putting an LFD roof rack on it, and then when I get the Cali Rays front bumper sliders, then I'll put the Cali Rays roof rack on it as well, and it'll be a whole Cali Rays sponsored build. But yeah, Ashwin, it's been freaking, I don't know, that was just a tangent, but yeah, all the pollen and stuff has been crazy. How's it going? Phil ordered a 2023 1794 edition. Heck yeah, man. I hope you enjoy it. Did you get the iForce Max or normal iForce? What's up, Christian? How's it going? Do you think there will be a high performance Highlander? I don't know about high performance for the normal Highlander. Maybe when they do a refresh, or maybe they'll stuff the Hybrid Max powertrain up in that thing. That would be a ripper for sure. There will be a Highlander. Speaking of Highlanders, there will be a Highlander on my channel maybe this weekend. Maybe my brother, if you guys missed the video, my brother bought one and I'll be housing it for a little bit until he flies in from Vegas. So we will have a Highlander on the channel for a little bit. I won't rack the miles up on it though. Hello, Russian Collusion. What's up? Jesse. Yeah. Awesome guy. Another awesome guy. Sweet. Yeah. No, they're great dudes. They're great dudes. Hey, did the Tundra, no, to my knowledge for my Tundra, the wind noise is still there. I need to text the dude and see if he's gotten it fixed at the dealership yet. Tyler, also, bro, I don't know if you're messing with me right now or what, or if you've just been gone for a while. It's all good. But yes, I am getting a new Tundra, getting a Platinum Crew Max long bed 4-wheel drive. Should be here hopefully in a few weeks or so. Yeah, tons of pollen. What's up, Tim? How's it going, man? I have no idea if you were live right now, too. I just wanted to go live. I don't even know. Probably not, though, if you're commenting on my stuff. How's it going? All right, all right. So everyone's starting to come in. Everyone's starting to come in. I hope you guys enjoy the live streams. It's nice for me to not like rush videos because I recorded a couple videos today, and instead of like rushing the editing, which I don't like to do, I'm kind of getting into the point where I'm more about quality than quantity, even though I did that post for you guys, like saying, hey, do you want to see a video every single week? Do you guys want to see upwards of 5 a week? And you guys said 5 a week. So that allows it to be more quantity over quality. So today's Wednesday. We got a live stream. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be 5 videos. We got some good stuff coming for the Tacoma. Just put the canvas backliners in. I got screen protect stuff here. Oh, geez. Got screen protect stuff here for the Tacoma and also for the Sequoia. If you guys haven't seen that, it was really good in my last Tundra. Very awesome stuff. And then some dislikes that I have about the Sequoia too, since we've had it for over a month and a half. And I'm thinking about making a video because I asked you guys in a poll. I get a lot of questions like, John, what do you do for a living? Like, how can I afford vehicles like this? What should I do? And really the easiest response is, hey, just freaking work harder. You know, like I don't get into people's finances and stuff, like work harder, you know? But there is a lot of curiosity and a lot of people always asking me about wanting to start a YouTube channel. And I love competition. It's awesome because like Tim, if he's still in here, people that watch Tim's videos, my stuff may get recommended. If people watch my videos, his stuff may get recommended. So I'm all about competition, and the more people in this like Toyota space that have good content and stuff like that, it'll bing bong off of each other. Like Jeff, I don't hate Jeff at all. If people watch Toyota Jeff's videos or any of these other people's that are like in this little group, right? You know, your YouTube kind of keeps people in the group. So anyways, what I'm getting at is a lot of people want to know, like, is YouTube worth it? So have that video coming about finances. I wanted to wait until I got the Tundra for like a good thumbnail, like all 4 vehicles. But one that I could kind of do too, because people said, why would you buy a Sequoia? Literally bought it for content and to have it, right? And until the content doesn't like produce for the Sequoia, then it may be on the chopping block, right? I've had people offer me like $9,000 more than what I paid for this thing, which was crazy. But I have a video potentially in mind, and let me know like in the comments, guys, here if you want to see it. But has the Sequoia paid for itself, basically, right? I don't know. We'll see. So I would pull up every single video that I made of the Sequoia, literally go into YouTube analytics, show you guys how much that video is made so far, compare it to the car note or Sequoia note for the Sequoia, and see if it's been worth it so far. And then Thomas says, just here to say, never, ever get rid of the 4Runner. Thank you. Thomas, don't hate me, bro. Just... it has been going around in my mind for sure. And I know here you come back and you say, really appreciate all that you do. You've been a wealth of knowledge for my mods. So that's awesome, you know, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate all my viewers. And no matter how big or small this channel stays, like I want to always give back to the viewers and always stay humble and everything too. So I don't want fame. I do not. I just want to help people see if it's a good decision to buy a vehicle, show you guys that I am a Toyota fanboy, but I'll tell you guys that there's issues with this Sequoia that piss me off. That shouldn't be there for a 70-something thousand vehicle, right? So, but as for the 4Runner, a lot of life stuff potentially happening. We are turning a long-term rental that we have into a short-term Airbnb. We are completely renovating it. Just got quotes back today for things that we want done, and like not even including materials, it's close to like $18,000, almost $20,000, and that's not even including materials. That's like all new flooring throughout the house, complete gut and remodel of a master bathroom. So tons of stuff that we're going to have to be doing into that house for a good return. And it just keeps popping up in my mind to sell the 4Runner, to sell it, because it's literally just a bank sitting there. It's a paid off vehicle. It could be easy, quick money to throw at this. I could sell the Sequoia and make money too, and then have, $1,000 a month to pay for that, because that's what the note is on the Sequoia. But like the 4Runner is literally, it's just cash sitting there. And it's not that the content's tapped out. I love the 4Runner. It's absolutely awesome, but I would rather sell it now, which sucks. I'd rather sell it, fund this house, have a bunch of cash flow coming in after we rent the Airbnb out maybe, and then later this year buy a 2023 4Runner and then start a build over again. That way we have the new tech inside of it, the keyless entry and all that stuff, just to see how it is, because this is a 2018 and it doesn't have that. But that stuff has still been going around in my mind. We'll see, Thomas. But I'm going to catch up on some comments. Craig says, looking forward to the Platinum build. I got a 2023 last month, trying to figure out what to do, thinking of leveling with wheels. So if this question comes up again, like later, I'll answer it again, because people come in and out of live streams all the time. But I'll answer it now. So I've already been talking with wheel companies. You guys know I love Nitto tires. I was going to put Ridge grapplers on it again, but I was like, nah, I don't want to put Ridge grapplers on it. So if I am selling the 4Runner, I want to do Recon grapplers, because those are the same tires I have on the 4Runner. And I want to have multiple of the same tires. But if the 4Runner's gone, it would make sense to have that on the Tundra. And they do have good sizes for Recon grapplers, not crazy 10-ply sidewall. So Relations Race Wheels is coming out with some forged wheels. So nice, lightweight wheels with a positive offset, so it's not going to poke out too much. And I do agree, man, a nice leveling kit on it. Yoda Mafia I need to talk with Breland this Friday about that stuff, because they should have kind of a budget kit coming for it. And maybe I'll just do that just to show individuals hey, here's a good budget Bilstein leveling kit. You don't need to buy the TRD kit or anything like that. It's a good kit for I don't even know, he'll price it at $1,100, $1,200, whatever. So I'll probably do that and then do something nice. So if you guys don't know, I'm originally from California, like Southern California. So where, very blue collar-esque and very off-road focused, motocross, supercross, Baja racing, all that stuff. Very, very big in Southern California. And that's always been the style of things that I loved. If you guys were around for the first gen Tundra, that first gen Tundra has been my dream truck. I mean, I couldn't afford it in high school, and I've always loved them as a pre-runner kind of a thing. So this truck is not going to be a pre-runner. I'm not going to put fiberglass or anything like that on it, or leather wrapped roll cage, nothing like that. It'll be though a luxury truck that can get down if needed. So we're going to have the truck for our real estate adventures, throw crap in the back, go to Airbnbs, do all this crap that we need with it. But if I'm want to go down a fire road or something like that here in Florida, or when I take it back out to the West Coast, if I want to go carving through sand dunes with it or whatever, I want to have a nice mid-travel suspension on the truck so it's plush around town. But if I want to get down with the truck and haul butt through the desert or through the forest, wide open forest here, then I can. So I'm excited for your Platinum, Craig. That is the move for the Platinum that I'm getting, and lighting mods, talking with companies, interior stuff too. So Last Fit actually has some floor mats. I love the Last last fit floor mats in the 4Runner. And apparently they got some for the Tundra now. So that's going to be sick. They need to make a TRD Pro Tacoma and 4Runner with the Hybrid Max powertrain, 4th gen and 6th gen 4Runner, or 4th gen Tacoma, 6th gen 4Runner. I've been saying it for a while. I think that they're going to have some sort of version for that. Bobby, no, the vehicle coming is just a normal Highlander that I'll be doing. Any interest in the new electric Toyota car? So I haven't really researched anything on this. Some people have been talking about it. If it's like the MR2, I've heard that may be like a fully electric car with an actual shifter, and it will manipulate shifts and stuff. I think that would be really cool. The only fully electric Toyota car that I've been in was the BZ4X, and it was like a RAV4 but electric, and it was cool. It was just numb. I mean, I enjoy like feeling cars out and actually driving them. But if they actually do some sort of sporty car with an actual physical shifter that you can feel the car simulate like gear changes and stuff, I think that would be pretty cool. Those are the latest rumors that I heard. Solid Wolf says, what's your go-to soap for your foam cannon when washing your Toyota? So I've been using Chemical Guys forever, right? Because they're very good at marketing, right? But a buddy who follows me on Instagram, he's up in Georgia and stuff. He works with this company, Coach Chemi. I don't know how to pronounce it. I believe it's a German company, and they're breaking into the United States. And this soap is incredible. This stuff is so good. I don't even know if this is only commercial use or if you can buy it online now. I'm not sure, but KOCH. I know it's backwards. KOCHCHEMIE. And this stuff is incredible. So I've been trying to get rid of the Chemical Guys foam. Just it like goes on the car, and like when it comes down, it just doesn't pick it up. And it may not be the best soap like that they offer, because I mean it's old. It's probably like I bought a big 5-gallon jug of it, and it's lasted me 4 or 5 years whenever I started this YouTube channel. So when I use that on the Tacoma, I have to like really use it and like wipe it in and stuff, whatever. Same with the 4Runner when I did it. And then I used that on the Sequoia just because the Sequoia hadn't been washed in a month and a half or so, and there was crap all over this dang thing. There was pollen, there was tree stuff, oh God, it was so bad. This soap wiped it right up, nice and thick. You don't have to worry about all the swirl marks and stuff if you're getting dirt all up in it. Nice thick soap, wiped it all off with the microfiber. It was super good. I know you wanted a Blueprint Tundra Platinum, but maybe try out a Blueprint Wrap. Just another mod for the upcoming Platinum you got coming in. So I love, hit the microphone. I love Blueprint. It's such a beautiful color, but I was talking to my wife about this, and every time I say like, I think I'm going to like magnetic gray more, she's like, you're trying to convince yourself. I'm like, no, like I think I'll like magnetic gray. I mean, magnetic gray is a really nice color. There's hints of blue kind of like in it. And if I remember, there's like little bits of green and stuff too in the magnetic gray. So, I mean, I'm really going to like it. I know I am. I know I've just always liked the Blueprint color, and the Blueprint with the Platinum just looks so good because there's blue accents on the inside. So like everything just flows together so well. But I think magnetic gray over time with the build, I think I'll like more. But again, just convincing myself, right? Can't wait for this Platinum build, especially with the long bed. Yeah, I mean, it's a functional build. It's going to look, guys, this Platinum truck, when I get it, it is going to look hilarious stock. It's going to look so funny stock. These trucks look horrible stock. They really look horrible stock. It's going to be so low to the ground. It has its tow mirrors. It's just going to be like all long. It's going to look so bad. But once we start putting the lift on it, bigger tires, nice wheels, and honestly, the 20s that come on it look really good. They look really good, but different wheels, thicker tires, the lift, some darker accents and stuff too. I am, and you guys can tell in the videos if you guys watch the videos. It was like I'm so much more excited for this Platinum for some reason than I ever was about the Solar Octane Tundra. And maybe not at first with the solar octane. Like when I first drove it, I was like, wow, I need to have one of these one day. This would be awesome. Like I was probably more excited at that point for a Tundra TRD Pro, but just the thought of the Platinum and just doing it now and saying, you know what, F the Hybrid Max. I don't want that in the truck. I have that in the Sequoia. Don't want the short bed. Don't want the TRD Pro. Like I'm just gonna go this route, and like it just has me so excited, man. I don't know why. I'm overly excited for it. Already did that one on there, Thomas. Hope I didn't upset you with potentially selling the 4Runner, bro. Put it on Bring a Trailer, the 4Runner. So the 4Runner, guys, I have kept it very, very clean. The inside is immaculate. But there is some spots on it. I could do an in-depth video, like getting closer on it. It needs some paintless dent repair. It needs some touch-up paint. And I really need to get underneath of it and scrub it really good. I should just get it professionally detailed instead of me wasting a weekend. Not wasting a weekend, but just taking up a weekend of my time. I should just get it professionally detailed. But it definitely needs paintless dent repair. And then when I was washing it yesterday, God dang it. When I was washing it yesterday, I need to get a tiny little blower to because I do my cars. I have like this vinegar spray that I spray onto it. It has like wax and vinegar in it. So I spray it onto the vehicle to stop water spots. And then I have a huge waffle towel that I just go across the whole vehicles with. And it's super minimal to dry. And then I have a blower that I blow everything else out. Well, this blower is like a big blower. And I set it on top of the 4Runner and it was on still. And I hopped down like off the roof to like go get something, and then I was gonna hop back up and freaking fell off and hit the door, the passenger door, the back passenger door on the 4Runner, and there's like a dent like right on the crease now. No scratch, but there's a dent, and it pisses me off. I hate it, man. I hate damaging cars on accident and intentional, but just stupid accidents like that really tick me off. Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro 2024 come out already. I know. So if the rumors are true, right, and we've been seeing a ton of spy shots for it, hopefully if it's anything like the Tundra, when did we start seeing the Tundra? We started seeing the Tundra like November, and then we got a reveal. No, it was earlier than that. I don't know. They took forever though. But a lot of their new cars, like the Grand Highlander and stuff, like that came out now and it's going to release this year. So hopefully, after all this stuff and the world getting like hopefully better and stuff with supply chain issues, that's the word I was trying to say. Hopefully like the Tacoma's announced and like within 3-4 months, it's out instead of like being announced 6-7 months later. Okay, now here finally is the vehicle, right? Like the Sequoia. The Sequoia was announced in January. It came out that year in September or something like that. I'm in architectural design, need some drawings, leave that poor 4Runner out of it. Maybe when we build a house one day, for sure. Or it's designing. This house is so awkward, man. It is insanely awkward. There's just so many dumb walls and everything. So like we're doing the flooring, hanging TV, redoing a whole bathroom. Like there's a ton of stuff on the quote, but I'm like, nope, don't need that. We could do that stuff later. That stuff's not that bad. So, but yeah, it kills me, man. It really kills me. Untamed is selling his 4Runner. Yeah, dude sells everything. He has it, he sells it, he has it, he sells it. But yeah, he has his at 59. So if you guys don't know Untamed Motors, he's another YouTuber kind of in this whole YouTube umbrella, that we're talking about. Like you guys go from my videos to Tim's videos to Jeff's videos, whatever, like this whole community, Max Powell, whatever, like we're all in this community, right? Like you guys make Bing Bong videos, but his is a 2019 Voodoo Blue, like let's just round up 10,000 miles on it. He has the raised wheels, which are very expensive. I think he has Westcott sliders on it and maybe a Westcott lift. I think that's all he has on it. So, and he's asking 59, right? So I actually did just comment on his community post. I was like, maybe I'll list my 4Runner at the same time and snipe some buyers from yours. So I don't know what I would list my 4Runner, guys. Like I was contemplating doing a giveaway for it, doing like doing a buy-in kind of like limit it to 1,000 people or something like that. So you had a 1 in 1,000 chance, or you had a 1 in 500 chance, right? But I would do a patch like this one that I have. I would do a patch, another patch, but this one's an old patch, right? And a ton of people have this patch. I would do a one of like if it was 500 people, right? I do a 1 of 500 patch. You would be able to buy it at like $200. So that would be your entry, your one and only entry, unless you wanted multiple patches, right? You'd buy it for, let's say, $200. And then you just get entered to win the Forerunner. And so 200 times 500, that equals $100,000. And you're like, holy crap, John, you're going to make $100,000 on your Forerunner? Well, no. The Forerunner value, I have to subtract that. I would have money that I would have to give the buyer or the winner for tax purposes. So let's round up. Let's say that's $60,000 out of pocket, right? I would have to pay a third party sweepstakes company like we had to do when we gave away the Forerunner with Yoda Mafia. Those range anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. So now we're rounding up, we're at like, let's say 65,000. And then two, I would potentially have to build a website. So that would be another $5,000 ish, depending on the website and how it functions and stuff. So now we're at 70. And then I would want to give money to charity. I would definitely want to give money to charity too, because that seems selfish to raise $100,000 basically on a vehicle and keep it all. So I would want to give money to charity as well if I went through that process. And then some miscellaneous things here and there. The first 10 winners, like I've been thinking about this, so this is the whole process. The first like 10 people, obviously first place would win the Forerunner. Second place, I would reach out to companies like Cali Rays, Westcott, Alpharex, like literally all the brands that have ever gone on that vehicle. I would reach out to those companies, and hopefully like a 1 through 10 or 1 through 20 people, they would, get a prize at least. So if it was a 1 in 500 chance, 1 in 20 people would get a value over their $200. But then at the end of the day, like all that time, and if I need the cash out of the Forerunner now, like I don't know how long that would take. And really at the end of it, if I would make more just selling it privately, or, after all that, it'd be a super cool experience. That is for sure. It would definitely be a really, really cool experience, but I don't know. That was that. But yeah, Untamed selling his. Hey, John, I like the look of the new Tundra and Sequoia, just not sold on the turbo 4-cylinder engines. I think you mean 6 cylinders. All good. They should really give persons paying more and more options. Only complaint, enjoy the channel. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, you got no options with the Sequoia and 2-ish with the Tundra. So it sucks, but Toyota is... Imagine if they had a whole bunch of engine options like Ford or Chevy, right? Now Chevy's even getting rid of stuff like the new Colorado. It's only one engine, 3 different outputs, but it's only one engine. So I know why Toyota's doing it, for reliability purposes, right? The more masses that are out there, the more R&D that they can do to make the engine the most perfect engine possible. So I get why they do it. It just sucks that, they have a perfectly beautiful 5.0 liter V8 in a Lexus, right? Put that thing in a freaking Tundra or a Sequoia. Jimmy, what's up? Craig, appreciate it, man. Sam, hey, John. I'm disappointed in the truck I got. I got it with the wind noise issue on the driver's side. Gosh dang it. And the window is whistling. It's a 2023. Gosh dang. Got it about 3 weeks ago. It sucks, man. I don't understand how some of these trucks are just plagued with window noises and other ones are solid. This Sequoia, solid for window noise, solid for wind noise itself, a very solid unit. Now, I don't know if it's because it has tow mirrors instead of the other mirrors. There is sometimes when we go over bumps that I hear the windows like shift a little bit. Hopefully it's not falling apart, right? But the Sequoia is super solid compared to my Tundra, like insanely solid, like a complete 180 from my Tundra. But that sucks, man. I'm sorry, Sam. And then follow up with that. When you get yours, drive it and make sure there's no wind noises. That was my mistake. Seems like they haven't fixed some of the issues yet. Yeah, no, I'm going to drive the piss out of it. And like, I am going to modify it still and stuff. And if it's a complete turd, like right away, then yeah, hey guys, keep this. I'm not even gonna deal with this. Like I'll wait for another truck, right? But if it's minor stuff, I may just take you guys along the ride with me and see if Toyota can fix it. But if it's super bad, like it's rattling out of the gate, no, keep the keys. Like take it back to Toyota. But sorry, Sam, that sucks, man. Especially because they ain't cheap, dude. Patrick says, "Hey John, love the channel. I have two questions. One, what products do you recommend to avoid creases in the leather? And two, what products do you recommend to remove scratches in the clear coat?" So depends on the scratch, right? So there's a variety of different compounds and rotary tools and stuff that you can use for a scratch. It honestly just depends on how deep the scratch is for the severity of the compound that you'll use. So basically, they have compounds that are super aggressive, and then ones that are, not crazy aggressive for like just right kind of in the clear coat, like maybe a little bit of swirls or something like that. The easiest way to do that is a dual action polisher to take that out. As for the leather, just keep it clean. I have some leather stuff. I don't know where it is in there that I'll probably use on the new Platinum, and it helps hydrate the leather too. That's the biggest thing with leather when it creases and it gets bad is leather dries out. So if you live in Arizona and you just leave the truck outside all the time and you don't put hydration and protectant back onto the leather is like drying out, like just like your skin, right? So during the wintertime or something like that, when it gets cold and your skin needs humidity and stuff like that, like you need to hydrate your skin with lotion. Just think of that kind of for the leather in your seats. What's your thoughts on the Lunar Rock color on the Tundra? Love Lunar Rock on the Tundra. It's such a great color. It's a great color in general for everything. The Sequoia, 4Runner, Taco. The Lunar Rock is such a good color. Curious why you didn't go with the 1794. I absolutely love the interior, same price as the Platinum. So here's the thing with the 1794. They didn't have one with the TRD off-road package. So I did want a 1794 if they came with the TRD off-road package. It didn't, unfortunately. The only one that they had coming in, I think it's actually there this week, and it was a midnight black metallic, which would get absolutely filthy outside because the truck is a long truck. I don't know if it will fit. It may fit if I move some stuff around in my garage. But I don't know, because I thought a 1794 would be cool because it has chrome. We would legit chrome delete something this time because it has overly chrome versus my SR5 that I had. So we would legit chrome delete stuff. The interior was a saddle brown interior, which I actually like the saddle brown interior. I can't remember if the 1794 has a black headliner or not. I don't think it does. I think it has a white headliner, which isn't a big deal. But I love the Platinum, and if I was going to get a 1794, it had to be a Tier D off-road. That way it had like the rear locker, the crawl control and stuff. It just basically had everything, but they didn't have any that were coming in, or at least that had a long bed at that time. And I don't need a truck now. I can rent a trailer like I did with the 4Runner when we got a couch, but a truck is just very convenient. And I didn't realize how much I actually used the truck for truck things until I didn't have a truck. And you guys are saying, well, John, you got a freaking Tacoma. Use it, you idiot. Well, dumb me. I put the decked system again into the Tacoma. And the thing about the deck system, it's great for if you're using it as a drawer system. And it is not good if you are using your truck as a truck, right? As I had mentioned with my Tundra. So the Tacoma, the build that the Tacoma is having, the bed is rendered useless. Like it is not going to be a truck. It is going to be an off-roader, overland camper thing. Like I'm still building it in a way that someone, if they followed the build, could daily drive their truck to work or whatever. But on the weekend, they can take it out and it's ready to go straight to, off-road or camp. But if they want to go to Lowe's or something with the truck, it's not the best. So you could go anywhere with it except for if you have to do home improvement stuff. But the cool thing is that with the bed rack that I'm doing on the Tacoma and the roof rack and the tent that I have for the Tacoma, the tent is like under 90 pounds, I think. Take it off, you have a whole roof rack for all that stuff. But that's only beneficial for like lumber and big things. But anyways, I really need a truck. I really need a truck, and they just didn't have anyone coming in. I like doing business with Panama City Toyota. There's other dealers that I've talked to, but when you factor in the travel time, the travel money, and all that stuff, it ended up being significantly more than what I am paying for this Platinum for. So, did you experience a dead pedal with your twin turbo Tundra? If so, does the hybrid engine improve on that, or is there a better option? So, I can't remember if I talked about this in a video because there was a TSB for this. I'm not sure if now there's another issue, but I really only had a dead pedal like once, maybe twice, where I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, let's go. And then the truck went, and it's kind of scary. So that's happened to me in a couple Toyota vehicles, actually. It actually happened in a RAV4 Prime. I had one on the channel, and it happened in that. And it was like kind of scary because there were cars coming, and I was trying to jet across because I had room at the time, and the car didn't freaking go. So Toyota needs to figure that crap out because that is not safe at all. Like, people will get killed. Like, that is not something to like joke about, dude. So I have no idea. It really only happened to me once or twice in my Tundra that I can remember. Thank God it was never in cross traffic or anything like that, but I did experience it. The hybrid, I have not in the Sequoia. I have not experienced any sort of lag at all. When the engine shuts off and it goes to turn back on, like, the electronic motor is already moving the truck forward, and then the engine comes on. So like, it's already moving for the Sequoia. Hope that answered your question. And then Chris, do you think that Toyota will make an SUV with cargo space comparable to the Suburban? If they don't do like a Sequoia XL, I don't know what they're doing, because a lot of people really like that Grand Highlander, and I know a lot of people just wanted a bigger Toyota SUV, and the Sequoia is kind of hindered when it comes to cargo space in the back. Like, for my wife and I, it doesn't matter to us because we don't have kids, we don't got strollers, we don't got a whole, big, huge family that we need all that space back there. So for us, it's fine. Like, you throw friends in the middle seat and stuff, it's perfect. But I can see the issue for other people. I don't understand if this is on the same platform as the Tundra. You have the long bed Tundra or whatever, or if you even need it to be that long, it can definitely happen. I know there's a lot more that goes into it and stuff, but it could definitely happen. I know I'm behind a little bit on questions, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on a Wednesday. Let me catch up a little bit, but you guys are all good to keep throwing them in there. It makes these live streams a lot of fun, especially when there's a lot of questions. I don't have to like think of stuff to BS. Joseph says, do you think that the 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro had low production numbers due to the supply chain issues and late release? 100%. They're like that, and the trail edition of that year and stuff too. There's a lot of delays for it. Yeah, I think it has pretty low numbers for sure, compared to other years. Yes, yeah, I would have to think so, especially the 4Runner too. Not that many Lime Rush 4Runners you see running around. Whatever deal you do with a dealer, do not touch my truck. Yeah. Yeah, so I know. See, now you want me to sell the 4Runner, right? Yeah, if there's a drawing for it. Yeah, so I don't know. I may make an actual video about that, but I need to definitely dig in deep to really figure out the cashola for that. You could sell your 4Runner to a dealership with an adjustment of 75,000, dude. Stuff got crazy. I definitely missed like the crazy bubble to sell the 4Runner, which I'm okay with. Like, I would feel absolutely guilty selling something for that much, but the value for that 4Runner though, and call me crazy if I'm crazy, but I would not accept probably anything less than 50 for it. It has 35,000 miles on it. It's got probably, I don't even know, $15,000 worth of parts. I know that, it's not like a house putting stuff into a house, raises its value as it should. But for a specific market like the 4Runner is, it kind of does raise its value a little bit. So I don't know. I feel like 50 or 55 or something would be the number for it. But again, I don't know if I want to give it away, make a little bit more, give money to a charity and stuff too, make it a a fair event, but I don't know if people would pay $200 for a patch, but if they know that they have a 1 in 480 chance of winning something, and then one of those things being the Forerunner or whatever, I don't know. We'll see. Jimmy, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Front lean in build helps with noise. Oh, well, yeah, I get that, but I mean, Toyota should have done it. There shouldn't be noise like at all, whether you lift it or what. Like, I get that there will be wind noise once you start lifting the vehicle up. There's wind going under it that technically never should have gone under it, but the window issues, that's the biggest thing, because there's always air going past the windows. It's frustrating. How is the build quality compared to the third gen Tundra? The build quality of what? The Sequoia or the Forerunner? So not sure exactly which one, but the build quality of the Sequoia compared to the Tacoma, I would say is pretty similar. I would say it's pretty similar. The Forerunner to the Tacoma, the Forerunner is superior, but not by a whole much. The build quality of the Tacoma, that Tacoma out there, it's solid. It's very solid. Very little wind noise at all, like if at all any. There will be some once I lift it and stuff and put bigger tires on it, but the Forerunner, I think, just at least mine, I don't know what 2023s have, but the Forerunner, it just has better materials. The carpet feels thicker. The door padding feels thicker. The dashboard feels more solid. Like, the Tacoma is built well, but it's built well with cheap parts. Same with the Sequoia. This Sequoia, at least behind me, is built very well, but it's with cheap parts. Now, again, I haven't been in like a new Forerunner. I think the newest Forerunner I've been in is like 2021. So, or 2022, whatever the green year, 2022. So that's the newest one I been in. It felt a little bit different than mine, but not by much. Dang. Okay. That makes sense then. Brad says, "Hey, John, do you think that Toyota is having a problem keeping up with their demand due to what seems the entire overhaul of the product line, or is it marketing strategy?" I think it's marketing strategy. I think all these dealers enjoyed not overly, or all these, not dealers, but manufacturers enjoyed not overly making vehicles, having to offer incentives, all this crap that goes with having vehicles on the lot, having leftover inventory going into the next year. Like, I think a lot of this supply stuff is self-induced because they enjoy keeping their car values high, selling them high, not having a lot of inventory on the lots for overhead. I think it's a blend of both, but I think a bit of it is honestly self-induced, on purpose, because it probably benefits them a little bit. I was talking with a car salesman about that, and yeah, because the vehicles are being built, they're just taking forever then to get to the dealerships, and they're not building them super fast either. These build quality issues is why I only buy Japan built Toyota and Lexuses. Yeah, I mean, people can say all they want that, trucks built in Mexico are great, trucks built in the United States are great, and some are, right? Like, some just go through the assembly line and they were just put together perfectly. But you can definitely tell the difference in a Japan built vehicle than anywhere else. That is for sure. Speaking of hydrating leather, is that necessary for Softex too? Now, great question. I don't hydrate the Softex a whole lot. I just use the same interior cleaner with UV protection that I do on my whole inside of the vehicle. So I don't really hydrate the Softex. I love Softex. Like, I would rather have Softex for Toyota vehicles than the leather. I'm kind of not looking forward to having leather in the Tundra, just because over time it'll show its age. That Tacoma out there, it only has 12,000 miles on it, right? And you can already see creases in the leather. Now, I don't know that thing's history prior to me getting it, like how much the previous owners took care of the leather and all that stuff. So I don't know. And then Solid Wolf also with a follow-up question: how is the boat rental business? So it hasn't started yet. We've got a ton of other crap going on, but it's been very cold here. So even though I live in Florida, where I particularly live in Florida, we definitely have boating seasons. Unfortunately, it is not like Tampa where I want to live, or more central or South Florida where you can literally boat all year round. So it is starting to warm up. We are finally starting to see days like consistently in the 70s. Of course, though, next week we have a cold night in the 40s and then 60s again. So our water here, I think, is like 71, 72 degrees, which for water, that's still kind of cold. So our boating season here, it's usually around spring break time. Like it kind of starts like Memorial Day is like really kind of well, that's not spring break. What's in March, April? Isn't there? I don't know. Anyways, starts around spring break time frame. Memorial Day is like a big day, like out on the boat. You see a lot of boats out there. So it hasn't started yet. And I'm okay with it not starting because the boat was a very cheaper. That's horrible grammar. The boat was definitely a cheaper boat. It was not like a crazy expensive boat. So we'll see. I'll fill you guys in on that. Maybe on a second channel when I talk about that and do that stuff. But I hope it will be good. I've had a lot of people asking about it. Grand Highlander looks like a Grand Station Wagon. To me, it looks like an oversized RAV4. Honestly, I think it looks really good. Oh, very good. We finally drove the Sequoia the other day at night when we went to our rental. The tenants are moving out of it, so we went over there to see kind of like what was damaged and everything, and meet up with the contractor to get the quote and all that stuff. And as we were leaving, we drove the Sequoia over there. And as we were leaving, I was like, "Oh shit, babe, it's dark outside." She's like, "Yeah, why?" I was like, "Windshield." She's like, "Oh, I didn't even notice." So to answer your question, she like barely noticed. Like after I said something and she started looking at it, she's like, "Yeah, I could tell it's a little darker." But for me, when we had oncoming traffic coming towards us, that they're blaring like LED lights, they were knocked down like a lot. It was very, very nice. So fully recommend ceramic window tint. I will have a full follow-up video for you guys that are curious about that. But the ceramic window tint on the front, I could not tell a difference at night. These lights on the Sequoia, like the running lights, they are freaking bright. They are very, very bright. Steven says, "Hey, John, Sequoia question for you. I know the cargo area is limited when the third row is upright, but can the trunk space there hold a full-size baby stroller?" Yes. Yeah, it can. So if your back seats are up, it'll fit a baby stroller back there for sure. For sure. Catching up. John, which RRW wheels are on the electric lime taco? How about the graphite blue? I say yes. That would be wild. Blue? That would be crazy with the green. But that would actually look really good. Dang it. I went with black. Crap. I went with matte black. The blue would actually look sick. That would be crazy. I was contemplating the gold or sorry, bronze. I was contemplating bronze. But I went with black because I like all the black accents that are going to be on it with the front bumper that's going on it, the rock sliders, the tire carrier on the back, the bed rack, the rooftop tent, like the roof rack. There's going to be so many black accents on it. The blue would have been cool, but I just wanted it to be like green and black. There will be some gold hardware on the wheels because I don't have the wheels anymore. They're stuffed all up into the Tacoma for Friday. But there will be some gold hardware on it for the protection rings. And I got the new billet protection rings to showcase for you guys. So it's very, very cool. RRW, like there's tons of wheel companies out there. And I'm sure there's, other great ones, and household name ones, right? Like Method and Rays, all those ones. So there's very, very good companies out there, but I like how RRW has a lot of different options, and they even have options for like the specific model that you want, right? So like the RR5s that I'm putting on this one, you have the version to just have like a nice lip on it. You have the version to kind of like have it dimpled. You have a version to have it be a hybrid. You could run bead locks on that same wheel. You could run protection rings. You could run nothing. You could run just the bolts. Like, so many options for these wheels, and they're actually at like a decent price too compared to other wheels. So yeah, I'm excited for it. And I like the RR5s because they really look kind of like the stock tier D wheels that are already on it. So but again, you say thinking about going with graphite blue for a Lunar Rock 4Runner, that would look sick. I would 100% do that. And use my code TRDJOHN. It saves you 5%. But yeah, that would look sick because the Lunar Rock is gray. Gray and blue look good together. In certain light, you'll have like a greenish hue to the blue. That would look good. Man, dude, that would look so good. No worries. You are welcome. Any hopes for the Land Cruiser reintroduction? I am not 100% sure. I've been kind of following that a little bit closely, but I don't want to overly make videos about that and then something not happen for it and just use it for views. I want concrete evidence as to what this freaking Land Cruiser is going to be. The recent things that we have heard is it's going to be some version of a Prado. I was actually looking at Toyota Africa. I think it was Africa or Australia, one of the two Toyota sites, or one of those two countries. I was looking at their Toyota site because someone posted it in the Tundra page of all places, where you can't even get the Tundra. But anyways, I was looking at their site and they have like 6 different SUVs. They have the Fort Runner. They have like one below that. They have the Land Cruiser 300 series, the 70 series, the 79 series, which is the truck, the Land Cruiser Prado, and the Land Cruiser actual 300 series or something like that. So they have like 7 or 8 SUVs. And when people are talking about, well, why does Toyota need a 4Runner, Sequoia, and the Land Cruiser? Well, if they're selling 8 freaking SUVs in other countries, I don't think they care here. So I don't know what's going to come here. The Fort Runner is like the 4Runner here in the States, and that Prado sat like 2 spaces up above it. So maybe it'll be the same size as the 4Runner, but more classy on the inside. I have no idea. I just want them to bring a stripped out freaking 70 series Land Cruiser here so people can just go off road, hose it out, and not care. Like that's what I want. But Toyota probably won't do that. And the FJ Cruiser. The FJ Cruiser was another one because they're still selling that overseas. But I think this year is the last year, or at least it was in Dubai. I think they had like a goodbye video for the FJ Cruiser. The FJ Cruiser. So there was 8 vehicles that they sold overseas. Crazy. Does the Platinum have real leather seats? Yes, it does. It has real leather seats, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8-way power adjustable, because at the very front of it too, it has like an adjuster that like moves the seat up like this. So kind of like not a recliner, but like it helps with your leg positioning and stuff too. So yeah, leather seats standard on it. Heated, ventilated. The rear seats are heated and ventilated on the Platinum. You got panoramic moonroof, everything. This truck has everything, and it's cheaper. Like the original MSRP of that truck was $6,000 cheaper than the Tundra TRD Pro, and even with the added all the added crap on it, I threw the paper away because it got all gross in the garage. Even with all the added stuff, the running boards, the tow mirrors, the spray and bed liner, a couple other options on the inside, it was still $2,000 cheaper than a Tundra TRD Pro, which is based off a limited. So I mean, I don't know. That also got me thinking and stuff too when I was really looking at it. And like, obviously this truck in 4 years, whenever I sell it, 3 years, whenever the refresh is, obviously this truck will be worth significantly less, unfortunately, than a TRD Pro will. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, that is the only kicker for me, is the resale value that I'm losing. But I'm saving 7-8 grand like in the moment. So I have used leather conditioner on my 4Runner Softex and it worked perfect. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason you can't, for sure. So that would be for Solid Wolf's question. If Solid Wolf is still here, You could use normal leather conditioner on your Softex if you really want. Got the last call from corporate my last week with the Lemon 2022 Tundra Limited on Army Green. Thinking of getting a platinum as well. That's awesome that they're doing that. I just saw a post on the 2022 Tundras page. I think it was an Army Green TRD Sport, unless this is yours and you color matched everything. But it was a 2022 TRD Sport, I think, and they lemon lawed it. The dude was based out of Ohio, and he had issues of rattling, wind noise. The seams up on his roof were freaking coming apart. Like, it's just so crazy that there's such pieces of crap trucks that go down the same assembly line that very good trucks do. But at least they're lemon lawing it. And you're thinking about getting into a 2023 or a platinum, because some people they're one and done. They don't want to do it again. But hopefully you can get into a good one, man. I know there's solid trucks out there. I've driven solid trucks that Toyota has for press vehicles. So like, I know that it's possible to have solid trucks. That's why when I make the videos of stuff going wrong in my SR5 and stuff, and people blow it up and they're like, this truck's a piece of crap. It's like, dude, that's one truck out of 100,000+ trucks, or however many they've made up until this point. So, and you see in the comments all the time, they're like, well, mine's perfectly fine, or well, mine's a piece of crap too. So it just sucks that they can't be consistent yet with it. It's very frustrating because I'm glad that they're, buying it back, and depending on your state and the lemon laws and stuff, they should be buying it back for what you paid for it, plus interest too, for all your car notes and stuff, which is awesome. You basically drove a truck for free. It's a frustrating drive, but you basically drove a truck for free. But it's awesome that they're honoring a lemon law and then potentially allowing you to get into something else. So that's the nice thing about Toyota, right? Is if you work with them and you're polite and stuff, and they should take care of you. I have 75% window tint ceramic on my Tacoma windshield. It's a must-have, especially during Georgia summers. Yeah, I mean, we parked at Sam's Club the other day, and the sun was coming this way. It was like only 75, 76 degrees or whatever, and got in the Sequoia, man. It was not hot. Even, you touch the dashboard, not hot at all. It was, or it was warm, but it was nice. Recommends nano ceramic tint. A bit more expensive, however, night and day difference. Yeah. There's different tiers of ceramic, right? Like this tier for this was not like the best, but it also saved me like $400 or $500, So, but yeah, you can definitely tell it overstock. Nice, congrats, Jared. That's awesome, man. Lunar Rock TRD Off-Road Premium, very nice 4Runner. Yeah, I think if I ever sold my 4Runner and I got back into the 4Runner, like a 5th gen 4Runner, it would be it'd probably be a TRD off-road premium. Redesigned Tacoma, hopefully later this year. Get some last bit of questions in. We've already been on for an hour almost. Holy crap, time flies when I'm having fun with you guys. This is awesome. Are you thinking about some front and rear tow hooks? So I've been talking with AFE because you guys really enjoyed the AFE exhaust video that I did on the Tundra. And I sent them photos for the Sequoia to their engineers. So hopefully they're basically just seeing if it's like the same as the Tundra. It should be the same underneath for the Tundra. But I need to get back with him because I definitely want to run AFE tow hooks. There's another company too. A gentleman's been in my email as well. Different tow hooks as well. So there's options out there. I definitely want them on both. I want red ones on the TRD Pro. I'll probably just do black subtle ones on the Platinum. And then I want to run the AFE intakes on the Platinum because a lot of people have been talking about them and loving them and stuff. So, excuse me, jeez. Definitely front tow hooks. Rear tow hooks, I would just put one in your receiver hitch, like one from like Go Rhino or something like that. Or Rhino USA, I think, something like that. What kind of suspension are you going to install on the new Tacoma? New upper control arms or keeping them factory? So this does kill me because the TRD billet upper control arms, man, they look good. They're like candy. They look so good. But I was talking with a company out in SEMA, the same ones that provided the rooftop tent for me to test out for you guys. And they have their own upper control arm. So I will be, I know how the TRD suspension in that Tacoma is. And basically, the reason I'm swapping it out is because I want to, one, see how this company is, right? Because their suspension is pretty affordable when it comes to like coilover suspension with remote reservoirs, right? So compared to other stuff on the market, like their suspension's at 50% off right now. I'm not sure how long that sale is running, but it's insane. Like the sales that this company does sometimes is crazy insane. But I know how what I'm getting at is I know how the TRD suspension is for the Tacoma. So if someone is trying to mimic that on a budget, that is why I wanted to go with this suspension as well. So it's definitely not a popular thing to swap out suspension right away for a Tacoma TRD Pro. But the reason I'm doing it is just to see the options out there for like normal Tacoma buyers, if that makes sense. But to answer your question, front suspension's gone, rear suspension's gone, putting an Icon Add-A-Leaf in the rear end as well, because it's already sagging a little bit from the deck system. Then we're going to be putting a bed rack on it and a rooftop tent. So need to raise that up with the Icon Add-A-Leaf a little bit. And then we're going to be doing upper control arms. And the company is called Inspired Overland. They're based out of California. What's the length of your garage? I want to get a platinum next month. And I want to make sure it will fit in mine. So my garage is, I think it's 24 feet in depth. It may be 22. I think it's 24. Because my first gen Tundra was able to fit. Let me see if I can move you guys. So we have a gym over there. And you see that cabinet right there. That cabinet sticks out maybe a foot and a half. And the first gen Tundra had a 6.5 foot bed, 4 doors, and it was able to fit in the third car. My microphone. And it was able to fit in the third car portion. So it obviously depends on the length of the truck in your garage. I know that a standard garage is 20 by 20. So this garage, it's a bit bigger than that. I want to say it's either 22 feet or 24 feet in depth. So I'll try to see it. Like I can make a video if you guys want, if the Platinum Crew Max long bed fits in my garage, but it's not pointless, but it's kind of pointless because it just depends on how long your garage is, right? So you can measure your garage, go to from the wall or whatever you're going to do, and go all the way to your door. Keep in mind that your door has movement and it comes in a little bit. I would like play it safe up in your garage and just go online, Toyota Tundra length, this, that, right? So I would just measure it out, but it may be close. There's some dudes on the Tundra page that knock out freaking their walls, like, and re-drywall it in just so they can like stuff the bumper up into their garage. It's hilarious. It's awesome. Like I love that people put that effort into their garage just to put their new trucks in it. That's awesome. Our house in Arizona, I had a Silverado. It was a 4-door, 5.5 foot bed. What I think it's a crew cab is what Chevy calls a full 4 doors. So our house in Arizona, we have like it's kind of like a step up to like you have the garage and then you step up once and then there's another step to walk like into the house. So if I pulled the truck in, I would have to like throttle it a little bit to go like up this, basically a curb, up this curb, like kiss the wall just so the garage would shut. Dumb me, just back up where the wheels are a little bit closer to the truck and then the tailgate's there. So our garage at that house, I would back my Silverado in and then it would just like rest. I put actually like a flag there and the tow hitch receiver basically like just pressed up against the flag and then it would barely shut and it missed the front by like that much. I think that truck was probably right at 19.5 feet and the garage was probably a 20-foot garage. Daniel says, are you thinking about, oh God, where was I for that? I already answered that one. Ashwin says, I'm hearing all these people with Tundra issues, but mine has not. Yeah, so this is a perfect example, right? Ashwin's had his TRD Pro and Solar Octane for 6 months, no issues. But other people like get a 1794 and within the first 3 weeks have issues. Like it sucks that the consistency is not there. It really does, man. I was the one with the leaking moon roof in California. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so another dude up in Ohio, I mean, he's got lemon too. But in the comments for that, a guy has been fighting with Toyota, I guess, since November. So it may be state, because I know there's state lemon laws and stuff too. So yeah. But that's awesome though, that they're taking care of it. No worries. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Cool. So we've been on for almost an hour. If you guys have any last minute questions, I know it's almost 9 o'clock Central, which means it's 10 o'clock Eastern. West Coast dudes, you guys are just getting done with dinner and stuff. But if you guys have any other questions, throw them in the comments. If not, I'm gonna head out. Maybe eat some dinner at 9 o'clock at night. I need to finish my water. I got my 10 pages of reading to do, and that's about it. I'm done with the 75 hard stuff today. So, all right. I think everyone's good. So, again, we'll try to do these. I really want to do them like twice a month if possible. Wednesday seems to work with a lot of people. I appreciate you guys always coming in, taking time out of your night to just hang out. Live streams, they're not crazy, right? Like I don't put a bunch of crap on the screen. So if you guys just listen to it in the background or whatever, that's awesome. I just really appreciate you guys for everything, man, all the time. No matter how big this channel gets, how small it stays, like it does not matter to me. Like I always appreciate you guys. So thank you very much. Love the content. Appreciate you, Jared. Thank you, man. And then last little suggestion from Alan. He says you should do a fan meetup one day so that we can bring our Toyota trucks. That'd be awesome. I don't know where I'd do it. A lot of my viewers per analytics are out in the West Coast, so we're doing crazy things this year. My wife and I were doing crazy things this year, and just got part of a short-term rental Airbnb like mastermind program too. So we're partnering with friends that are based out in the West Coast. So I've always like been a fan of the West Coast. Obviously, I grew up there, but it may be out there or maybe at. I'm going to the Overland Expo West. So if any of you guys are going to that, like it won't be a fan meetup, but I'm at least trying to go to more of these events to see fans and stuff and hang out with people. It's kind of weird, right? Like I don't see you guys all the time. You guys always see me. So it's hard when people say, "Oh, hey, John." It's like, "Hey, have we met?" Oh no, I watch you on YouTube. Like I never thought that it would get to that like level, right? Like, but I do that sometimes with people too. Like if I walk down in the airport, I'm like, "Hey, are you?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I watch your videos. You're cool, dude." And then like that's it, right? So, but yeah, I'll be at the Overland Expo, Overland Expo West in Flagstaff this year. So if you guys are gonna be there, just come say what's up. Probably be at the Toyota Fireside Chats if they do that again, like they did in the Overland Expo East in Virginia. They had a fireside chat with Mike Swears and stuff. He was talking about the Sequoia. I'm not sure what they would do at that one. Probably just general questions and stuff. Maybe the trail hunter stuff. That'd be sick. But then Ashwin says, about to drive over to the Overland Expo just to meet up. Yeah, bro. Or, I mean, I'm going to be at Yoda Mafia on Friday, right? But we got to get content done at Yoda Mafia. I can't be talking with people. We've got so much crap. If you guys are over on Instagram, you should see this Tacoma. The Tacoma is freaking stuffed with everything. Like I had to open up the deck drawers to put the roof rack and everything, like lay it down into that. I have the roof rails on top. I'm going to be putting 5 tires on top of the Tacoma too. It's going to look ridiculous. I have tires stacked up in the passenger seat, skid plates, tires, everything in the back seats. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Yeah, dude, I think we'll definitely meet probably before then. You don't need to drive all the way out to Flagstaff unless you want to. Like it'll be an awesome time. The Overland Expos are kind of overwhelming, but very cool. And then I'm in Maryland. Wouldn't mind driving. Yeah, I mean, I know there was just one in Florida. I didn't know about it, but there was one in like Central Florida, and there's starting to be meetups and stuff all over the place for people to help with driving and stuff. But well, cool, guys. I appreciate you all. Tomorrow we have the canvas backliner video coming out for the Tacoma. Got Sequoia stuff. Tacoma build is going to get pretty much like 0 to 100 on Friday, minus a couple items, but it's going to be awesome. It sucks that it's been a month since I posted the video of the vehicle, but I was just waiting for some last minute things, waiting for the tires and some wheels and stuff to come in. And then I had to get a shop date with Yoda Mafia because that's the only place I trust in this area to do stuff. And they were like 3 weeks out. So it sucks, but hey, it is what it is. So guys, I appreciate you all. You guys have a wonderful evening and a great Thursday and Friday and weekend and whatever you guys need to have. So, all right, guys, see you later.